start.
And it started, and we started. That's a beautiful countdown, Moet. This is Loser Leaves Wrestling. This is Loser Leaves Wrestling with the woos and whats of Loser Leaves Wrestling. My name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with
Moet Jaswal.
Excellent job, Moet. How are you feeling today? You're looking great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've been working out again, so I appreciate you noticing. Yeah,
I see your face looks a lot more muscular than it did last week.
It does, yeah. It's all in the cheeks. Yeah, a lot of cheek exercise, I guess.
Excellent job, Moet. Excellent. And we just finished watching AEW Dynamite, and boy, what a dynamite it was, Moet. Just off the top of the head, I know that you're doing. Moet's doing double duty right now. He's doing tech. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's hosting. He's doing it all. But if you could say one word to describe today's show, one word.
It was all right. It was all right. That's how I feel. I don't know. It didn't. I think I'm just not into the storylines they're building for this go around. It's hard for me to get into any of these new factions and things that are all building up. So I don't know. I don't know
if they're helping the situation. I feel like they had the past 2 weeks, I felt they had a lot of goodwill with me. They had a lot of Loser Leaves Wrestling goodwill. I felt they were pretty well-produced episodes with interesting turns, even if they were a little repetitive or they kept doing certain things. I feel like this was just a terribly produced show. I felt like, that issue where you told me that there's an episode where they have one trope that they do continuously throughout.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I felt this was beatdown and surprise entrance day.
Did they do that a lot? Let's think about it. I mean, they had a lot of new faction kind of attacks.
Yeah, deviating, and we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, we're jumping.
But this is the woos and whats. It's the woos. That's the good stuff, and the whats, which is the bad stuff. And we're gonna go over what was the best and the worst of today's AEW Dynamite. We just finished watching it, by the way. So I'm just gonna start it off with my big woo of the evening, and that's it. That's actually the issue. Is I don't have many woos. My biggest woo of the evening is the Pixies song "Where Is My Mind" playing.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so perfect for Orange Cassidy.
It's perfect for Orange Cassidy. It's perfect for the Best Friends, and it's perfect for their hug at the end. To see their hug, him putting up the thumbs up, the double hug, and then the zoom out with that song playing. It's pretty great.
I actually forgot I was watching wrestling in that moment. Like it felt like a movie. It felt that good and that polished. When Trent is on the ropes and he gives the thumbs up. Or it's the opposite where they all do the thumbs up and you see Sue and she gets the thumbs up back and it's this beautiful aerial camera that spins around Trent to that song. It was perfect.
And I'll say in combination with that song, it's Trent's return. That entire ending sequence, I feel, was very good. Trent's return, the music playing, Sue's mom giving the Sue giving the thumbs up. Not
or
Sue's
Sue.
mom.
Did I say that too? Yeah, my bad.
I think JR might have accidentally say Sue's mom, but it's Sue's van and Sue's in the van.
Yeah.
But that was the best part of this episode for me, was that ending sequence.
Yeah. Yeah,
would you concur?
I mean, I felt actually emotional watching it. I was just like, it's just so good. It was good to see Chris Statlander back and Trent back, of course, and Sue, and the van and everything. Sue. It just felt good to see all that. Yeah, the Sue van.
Yeah. And the song really, honestly, my favorite part about Tony Khan is that he's willing to spend money just to be happy for a second. He won't pay for the rights for this song so that he could make 4 people happy,
I love the Pixies though. I love Doolittle.
I do too.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them in a while, but it brought me right back to high school, college era. I'm just listening to that one album over and over again. So, it's just great, and it feels like a big deal every time. The last few times Orange Cassidy's come out to that song, it's just having a recognizable pop song is such a big deal.
Is this the first? Wait, this isn't the first time?
Well, we got Jungle Boy.
Oh yeah, Jungle Boy. But this is the first time they're playing Pixies for this show. For
no,
AEW,
it's definitely
right?
It's at least the second time.
They did it last week too.
Well, he was on Dark, I want to say, or maybe Elevation or something. They premiered it on one of those. I don't know. I think this is the first time on Dynamite. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's weird how they premiered Jungle Boy's music on Dark too.
Yeah. And do you? My favorite thing is about that is watching Taz or listening to Taz try to sing that song.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
That? Yeah, I saw a clip of that yesterday night. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's pretty
Yeah.
endearing. It's pretty endearing. Actually, the commentary on Dark is very endearing. I haven't watched Elevation yet. I really should.
Right. Yeah, I haven't
Have
yet
you seen it
either.
yet?
No, just
Yeah.
clips. A little bit of. I watched a little bit on Monday. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked Britt Baker's explanation of it though, which I
Yeah.
went
Where
right
she's
over my head. I gave it zero thought of why it's called elevation. Absolutely zero. And for Britt to like explain it to some knucklehead like me that they're trying to elevate other talent. Oh, brilliant!
yeah.
Great title now.
But Britt. Well, I thought Britt was just saying that as a way of putting down Thunder Rosa and the show in general.
Oh, it
Uh,
is. Yeah, but also it's got to be the actual reason for the. I'm
it
sure.
is, and that's what's disappointing about it.
Why?
Like it's so on the nose.
Oh no, but
It's
that's
so on
fun.
the
I mean,
nose. Like
AEW
rather than have
Dark.
velocity or heat or like a secondary. Oh, Dark is even not bad. I don't mind Dark.
Dark is
But
so
Dark,
on the nose. It's the dark matches of the episode of the
yeah, but it's an insider term. Like a regular fan wouldn't be like, oh, they're obviously saying a dark match.
elevation. Isn't an insider term. It's not on the
I know.
nose. It
I
took
know
me
that's
a
on the
full
nose for
2
everyone.
weeks to figure it out. Come
I
on.
hate it, Poet. I
All
really
right,
hate it.
all right.
What's your biggest woo of the evening? What do you got?
Besides that, that was I thought I liked that.
That
the
was your
most,
biggest
but
woo
yeah,
as well?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're on the same page?
Yeah, that was the best part of that. Yeah, now the
Okay.
arcade anarchy wasn't as I don't know. I felt it was a little awkward at times. I don't know, but they made up for it for the ending, for the surprise
ending made up
reveal,
for it.
Chris Statlander and everything up after that.
I
Yeah,
have
the
some
first half was a
what's
little
in
weird.
that. I have some what's in there, but we'll get to those.
Okay,
We'll get
yeah,
to
yeah.
those.
It was yeah.
But
It was
you're right.
fun.
It did fix the ending fixed the match.
Mhm.
What was your next woo of the evening then? What do you got?
The inner circle beatdown on the pinnacle
Okay.
was I think I don't know. Like okay, so here's the thing. I didn't love a lot of things. I didn't hate a lot of things.
Yeah, it was all
I-
middle ground.
Yeah, so like I like the inner circle breakdown beatdown, sorry. I like how they revealed it. It was very comical in a very Chris Jericho MGF sort of way where he opens they've taken over the inner circle locker room area
Yeah.
and he opens the bathroom and they're all standing in there. He's like, we gotta go right now, like they're in a Scooby-Doo cartoon or something. And then what's his face? Hager.
Hager was on the
Is
other side of the
and they
door.
get beat up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very silly. I like that. And I don't know.
No,
what do
I
you got?
agree that I love that. I really liked that segment. That was a cool beatdown, and they have fun with those type of segments. It's just like you said this a few weeks ago. It didn't feel earned. You know, it felt like the Pinnacle haven't really done anything yet at all as a team. They haven't actually done anything at all as a team yet. And their first big moment is them getting beaten up and kicked out of their locker room.
Oh, Red. Well, they took the Inner Circle's locker room, so that was like established a few weeks ago. So it wasn't even theirs. I think they're building that.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. But I've just come to terms with it. I've come to terms with that. Like they've already pushed this so far. I don't know how they can expect us to like cheer on the Inner Circle after a full year of them being jerks.
Yeah.
That they're just now the good guys now. That's just how, because a worse team hurt them, and now we cheer for, So that's annoying, but I'm accepting it. I'm accepting it that it's,
God, the amount of acceptance we need to do, Moet.
That's
the
wrestling,
amount of
though.
that is wrestling. That is wrestling. Why? Of course it's wrestling. I've had to accept so many things. The Irish whip. I learned to accept.
Yeah. Irish whip is silly.
It's a very silly maneuver. Well, moving on. We got still more woos. I think we still have some more woos. Let me give you my next woo of the evening. Let me tell you what I thought. I thought Moxley's promo that he cut in the back. Well, Moxley does a really good job of making sense or trying to bring sense into circumstances and situations that don't. Like he was talking about how he's pissed off and he's like, I'm still itching my barbed wire bites and I'm upset that I get jumped every other week. And want to what? The Young Bucks helped me and now I owe them. And that pisses me off. And I kind of liked his whole setup. He takes the nonsense that he's constantly surrounded with and he'll try to make it sense just for him. You know, like he'll do his best. And his match with Cesar Bonini, I thought it was good enough. I just liked what he did in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on the match and the promo?
I like the match a lot. I like the match because it was pretty straightforward, but he did great selling for Cesar Bonini. It made him look like a monster. Or not a monster, but that he had power. They looked like he could actually beat somebody up. Like Hangman, I didn't feel that last week or the week before, whatever it was. I didn't feel like, it felt like just like a low card jobber, just try. Yeah. But Mox did a great job. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did. And I feel like Cesar Bonina, he's almost there. Like he's got a good look, he's got good facials, he's in good shape, and he definitely looks the part. My biggest issue is if you watch his strikes, they look so gentle.
Yeah.
Like and Moxley selling them, like he was doing his best. He was bouncing all over them, but some of those hits were just so he doesn't know how to lay things in yet. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
He doesn't know how to like make his body look like it's kind of like that rule of animation where like it's almost like with one finger that has to touch something, everything else has to move kinda, you know? When you're going for a punch, you can't just move your arm.
Right. Yeah.
Which seems what Cesar Bonini's doing.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I singled out Mox for this, because I could tell that Cesar Bonini was just missing something. Yeah, and I think you nailed it. Yeah, just not going all the way through with his strikes.
I think he looks cool though.
I think so. Yeah.
I like his mustache, and not many people have mustaches in wrestling anymore.
Always a fan of mustaches. Yeah.
Do a good job with the mustache. I think you could do a good mustache. You used to have a mustache.
I can do a good mustache. Yeah.
I remember your mustache. You had a real curly mustache.
Oh yeah, I went curly. Yeah.
I remember. That's how I first met you. Is with a curly mustache.
Had a big curly. That was years ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was. You were filming Hullabaloo stuff, and you had that curly mustache, and I'm just like, wow.
What was that?
That's a guy who you were filming the Hullabaloo stuff.
Oh yeah. You saw me across that guy with that mustache. What the hell?
100%. Well, Mo, we sound off in the comments. Send us an email if you want Mo to wear a mustache again. And by the way, send some emails to loserleavespod@gmail.com. Give us all your questions. We're going to have a real fun time this week. We got some great hot questions already. You saw, right, Mo?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm set for it. Yeah,
I'm
so excited.
We're pretty excited from the participation. We thank you all so much for participating. Like and subscribe. And share, please. Moving on. We got some more stuff here for you. So we mentioned Chris Statlander returning, Trent and Trent's mom returning. Tell me a little bit, what do you thought about Cody and QT today? Because that's in my woos.
I liked it. I thought it was like a nothing match to me. I don't know. It didn't really get me the match. I understood the concept overall, the story of Cody's clearly the better wrestler in the story and in real life, most likely, but he's going easy on him. That was fine. I don't know. I did you find anything special about the match?
It was refreshing because I felt like it was a match that didn't give us everything, like it wasn't a big grudge match immediately. It was kind of, it was a very nice story told. Was it the best, most captivating thing in the world? No, but it was probably the most captivating match on this show, unfortunately, because I paid attention the entire time and I wanted to see what happened,
Yeah. I guess so. You know what I did like? I did like the reveal of this new QT Marshall faction. I am actually a fan of that. I like that there's a hierarchy of factions now. I like that there's clearly a dorky faction that is just there to get beat up. But it's still kind of dangerous. I mean, they did a sort of dangerous thing. They beat up the Rhodes family. So I don't know. What do you think?
What do you think? I actually want to stay on this.
Yeah.
What do you think is the number one faction in AEW then, right now?
Probably. Well, I was gonna say the Elite, but I guess Kenny Omega, whatever he's doing.
Kenny Omega and Good Brothers.
I guess
deal?
Is that what you'd call it? Yeah. Then the Elite, whatever is there, probably Inner Circle below that, Pinnacle.
Pinnacle's not even near there. I feel like
they're getting there, but they're, as far as I don't know, they come across as a dangerous team.
Where's Team Taz lying?
Oh yeah, they exist. They're so low.
They're pretty low.
They're imploding right now. I mean, we don't even know what's going on with them.
We don't. But to the Cody and QT thing, I enjoyed the match and I enjoyed the arm punch, the punch to arm. So Cody and QT had this exhibition match, which I don't know what it means, what they're trying to have it mean. To have an exhibition match, but essentially QT turned on the whole family today by punching referee Arn Anderson right in the face. And Arn sold it good. I enjoyed that. That was a pretty cool little moment of him walking away and the whole team jumping Cody and the brothers. You know?
Right. That was a great moment. Yeah. Yeah, because it did really, it was great. I didn't see that coming, and it was a good cowardly, frustrated heel moment. Yeah.
Yes. 100%. Excellent work, Mullet. We're doing so well today. You have no idea. Do you have anything else you liked about this night?
What'd you think of Christian Cage?
That's the top of my what's.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
like,
number one what.
yeah, you want to just move on to that?
Let's talk about it then. So Christian Cage debuts today. He opens the show. Christian Cage versus Kaz. Christian Cage gets the win in a hard-fought match. Hard-fought, the hardest Christian's ever had. Christian had to beg tooth and nail to get to that win. I am so upset that they didn't just give me a squash. I'm not saying he has to squash Kaz. I just want to see if they're trying to introduce this guy to the title picture. He hasn't wrestled in 7 years. In 7 years, he hasn't had a singles match. And so they're introducing him to this new audience, and they can't make him just show me the cool stuff that he could do, you know? I just want to see the cool stuff that he could do in a small amount of time so I realize, oh, this guy's a threat. If I see him having a back and forth match for 15 minutes with a low mid-carder.
Well, so the thing is, I didn't know this, but they have like a very long storied history together. Like I don't Impact TNA is sort of a blind spot for me, but apparently they have a very long feud there, and Excalibur was saying they went back 20 years or something feuding with each other.
Excalibur.
Which I don't know. Well, he knows everything. I would trust him more than.
Yeah, I do. I actually do trust Excalibur a lot more. Probably more than. Just second to Mauro Ranallo as announcers go.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So that's why, like, once I found that out, it made me okay with why they're feuding straight up. Like, why they picked him as his first match against Christian Cage. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that though. I like that it's not a squash. Like, I don't want every new debut to just have a squash match. I feel like that becomes predictable. And also, I don't know if he has many cool moves to do. I don't know if that's his style.
No, but to show off that his biggest thing is not necessarily the cool. You're right. He's not a big flashy move guy, but like it's about how he outwits the other person, how he counters them, and how he does move very well around the ring. And he looked great. I don't want to take anything away from Christian Cage. This was a good match. It was a good match. I wanted to. Just like with any movie or story, and you're introducing a character, you want them to look as good as possible in the early, not as good as possible. You want to show some reason to either root or hate them, something before you get into the story, so that you have a semblance of who this person is. Like you don't give us the big gunfight at the very beginning of the movie because you want to find out more about them. Like if you gave that, you wouldn't care about the gunfight.
But this isn't.
You wouldn't care about the gunfight. But it is. It was a big. Oh, they clawed for every move, and they're struggling. And he's like, I thought I had him. Did anyone believe Kaz was going to beat Christian? Not a single person in the world.
No, I thought. Well, I didn't.
Christian.
Okay, hold on.
You thought Christian on his opening match was going to lose to Kaz.
I didn't believe it, but I like that idea, though. I like that they were pulling that off. So this isn't the most perfect example since we're talking about movies, but it happens to be the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. Logan. Wolverine, so we know Logan's history because of all of those movies, just like we know Christian's history. So we know he's capable of, but Christian's an old man now. He's old and he can't handle it. And that's but whereas Kaz, I guess potentially the same age, I don't know, but he's been in it. He's been doing it this entire time, whereas Christian had to stop. So like it makes sense that when every time Christian got hit, he has that kind of look in his eyes of like whether he can continue or not, that it's sort of taking some ring rust, I guess, to get back in, but we know his potential, just like Logan, and that's, and we'll see what he's capable of maybe in a future match from here on out. Like it's not going to be as easy as he thought it would be.
I get what you're saying about Logan, but I feel like Logan is a different scenario. Imagine the first Batman, right? With Michael Keaton.
Okay.
With Michael Keaton. And so you see him like chasing after these bad guys. He's chasing after these bad guys who robbed someone of their purse or something. And they catch up with him. And imagine these robbers that like got a little knife, beat the shit out of Batman within an inch of his life. And he just kind of struggles to tie up their feet. And he's all winded. You wouldn't care half as much. You know who Batman is. We all know who Batman is, but you'd be like, this is a really shitty Batman.
No, but this isn't just, this isn't a robber. Okay, like a robber is like the equivalent of like, like Marco Stunt or someone. Like just some pissant guy. Or Aaron Solo, some guy's like, of course Christian's going to beat him. It's Aaron Solo, but This is more like, I don't know, the Riddler, or like
You think Kaz is the Riddler?
no, what's a shitty villain that is
Mr.
feisty?
Calendar?
Mr. Yeah, that guy, well, he's
Yeah, he's
he's
Mr.
he's
Calendar.
trouble.
And if Mr. Calendar even got close to beating Batman, everyone would shit on Batman.
There was
No
an
one would care
entire
about him
comic
anymore.
book. There was a whole like a multi 200-page book about how he almost beat up Batman. I read it. He went through every single calendar.
You're the only one who read it,
Holiday,
Bowen.
Mr. Holiday. Yeah, he almost did it, and just like Kaz almost did it.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one. We can't get this is a big loser leaves wrestling debate. We're gonna continue this going forward. We gotta move on, Mo. We gotta move on.
Okay.
We're gonna have to shelf that for now. What's your next big what of the evening? What do you got?
I'm Darby Allin makes me feel like an old man. I just don't get it. I don't get it, Red.
Darby Allin had a video.
I don't know. I have to. This is my therapy session right now. I need to understand why I hate this so much. I just everything. I feel like it's probably cool for teenagers. Maybe I don't like the emo thing. I love Darby Allin as a wrestler. I'm just tired of it. I think he's getting better at cinematography. The shots look good.
Yeah,
the
it looked
editing looks good. Like there's a vibe that he definitely accomplished with it, I gotta say. But the content is so infuriatingly bad. Like the fire being the only color is such a cheap gimmick. You know, I don't know, the shitty Matt Hardy mask.
Yeah, let's talk about that content a little bit. So Darby Allin and Sting, which I love the pairing. I'm really liking the pairing, and having Sting being in these videos is fine for me. Actually, I'm okay.
I do like that too. Yeah.
So they're walking across the bridge, like they're shooting back and forth with them moodily, like brooding over a bridge ledge, and then they go back to pictures of Darby or video of Darby with a Matt Hardy mask and just with one eye missing, and he's looking real evil, and money's falling all around him, and there's like a mattress burning or something along those lines. Either way, it's a very awkward. It feels awkward. It feels nonsensical. But it's trying to send the message that money can't buy you everything. And Matt, we're gonna show it to you. Like I just don't understand how these feuds are developing, and I understand less about what Darby Allin's trying to accomplish with these videos. I don't know what message he's trying to get across.
I think that's his version of promos. It's his. He doesn't really do promos traditionally, yelling into a microphone. So this is his way of getting his character across. But I don't think it's effective. Is the thing. I like that he talked a lot more because it proves my thesis of him being his version of a promo. But it's just like in graffiti it says money changes everything on the court, which is like just like 14-year-old trash. I don't know. Yeah. I'd be so embarrassed if I even came across that graffiti walking around town or something. I'm like, these damn kids. And this guy's worth $1 million. Like, it's insane. Not that matters, but you know what I mean? It's just so silly.
I'm not as mad at this video as I have with other ones. Like you said, because there's talking, there's an obvious story, a very obvious, on the nose obvious story that they're trying to tell. Money can't buy you everything and all this. I didn't even know that Darby and Sting were feuding with Matt Hardy. I didn't know. Did you?
Yeah. I mean, that happened pretty fast last week or the week before, where they attacked Darby, but
that's right.
They're kind of feuding with Dark Order and Darby and Sting at the same time. It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
All over the place. I mean, they kind of pulled. They kind of progressed. They progressed both. Dark Order attacked Matt Hardy and everything in the women's match tonight. Which, whatever.
Yeah, Matt Hardy has too much stage time right now, which is actually, it's a real problem in AEW when they're like, want to know who we should put more of on the show? Matt Hardy.
Well, so maybe he's got a lot of ideas. They're not all good ideas, but I think he's got a lot of ideas, and I think they put people that have ideas, right? So he's got 1,000 characters, so he's probably like, all right, so I got an idea for Darby and Sting. I got an idea for Dark Order, and they're like, fine, whatever, do it. Jack Evans has no ideas. We need something tonight.
Tony Khan is being too nice to Matt Hardy. Like, someone's got to step in. I still say that what Tony Khan needs more than anything is a stooge. He needs a Gerald Briscoe, or his version of a Gerald Briscoe. Have it be someone that's like a wrestler that just retired recently, but he's still like tough guy. Get one who he gets? Bill DeMott.
Bill DeMott.
You remember Bill DeMott?
Yeah, isn't he a bad dude?
Yeah, he's a bad
No, we don't
dude.
want
He's a
bad dudes at
he's
AEW.
a
We only want good
bad.
dudes.
He's well, actually, I don't even. Well, actually, well, yeah, he's a
I
bad
think
dude.
he's
I
like
was just trying
legit,
to
like
think.
a really bad dude, isn't he?
He's a real legit bad teacher, but he'll do whatever Tony Khan says, and that's what Tony Khan needs right now is a bully. He needs a bully back there. Let maybe not build him on. Some version of a bully. JBL, get JBL over
JBL, like,
there
yeah, he's a
and
jerk,
tell
but in a different
JBL
way.
this is what has to happen. Have JBL go up to the wrestlers and be like, "This is what's going to happen." Because Tony Khan has no power. He has no reins on these wrestlers.
Right.
He has no control.
I read in an interview that was like one of the main thing he learned from like the first year of Dynamite was like learning how to say no to ideas that he didn't like, which is great that he can reflect on that and understand. But
see him put it into action. Yeah.
God damn.
Put it into action. Moving on. Mo, what's your next big what of the evening? What do you got?
Nothing else that I like care about that much.
Yeah.
Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, similarly to Darby Allin video, they had a very cheesy video that was embarrassing to me to watch a cheesy video. But I like the pairing. I think it could be interesting. I'm up for it. See where it goes. I didn't expect that. I thought Scorpio was going to do his own thing. I thought they would both do their own thing. So I don't know why they are together, but I'm up for it. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, and it was in my what's, but then I was just like, why? I don't even care enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like it's just another thing that they threw at the TV screen. I guess one thing I'd like to talk about is just the Arcade Anarchy. I just want to talk about that briefly, just in terms of, I thought the wrestlers worked hard. And I thought Orange Cassidy and Miro would have a cool feud, like individually. Like whenever they were together, there's some magic there. I felt like because Orange Cassidy knows how to sell and take bumps, and Miro knows how to be surprised by offense. Like he's very good at taking control of the match and being very powerful. But when he gets surprised, he's very good. He's very good with illustrating to the audience that he made a mistake. And now things are going against his way. Like when he could make it believable that Orange Cassidy gets the upper hand. Even though he's 100 pounds heavier than him, he can make it believable that he messed up with a kick and now he's getting punched in the stomach. And I would like to see that match. But besides that, all the wrestlers worked hard. I wish the props designer worked a quarter as much as they did, because that whack-a-mole game, that was legit styrofoam. When they threw Kip through it, it made the crack like styrofoam, and you saw the styrofoam bits breaking around. The Mortal Kombat 2 machine, where that Miro just picked up.
Just said tokens on it with a piece of paper. So someone just printed off the word tokens.
They just wrote tokens, and they couldn't have just had a black screen because he picked it up, or have a cord dripping from it, or at least make it to scale with any of the other arcade machines it's next to. It was like a baby version.
Yeah, my instinct is to give them some slack, because like they had to build a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that they put out there. But also they've been building this match for like 2 or 3 weeks now, so it's weird that it was that quality of garbage out there. Like you think they could have figured it out,
He spent so much money renting all these arcade machines to go around the ring that he was obviously like, don't touch these. These are rentals. Like they didn't touch any arcade machine besides the Whack-A-Mole game. That was the obvious gimmick. The Mortal Kombat 2. And then the concession stand, the ticket stand.
Wait, hold on. Were there real arcade machines out there? I saw like, I don't know, like 14 of them or whatever in a corner on the right side of the screen, but were they real?
They were on. They're plugged in. Like I saw Mortal Kombat playing in the corner. Like a few of them, they spent money and time to have all these arcade machines there. He couldn't have had one props designer, but pay them whatever to spend a day to just make one that looks like one. Like I just wanted to see a little bit more thought, because that really took me out of the match. I wanted to try to like this match, and I wanted to try to care. It's just the lack of pre-production bothered me.
I agree. Yeah. See, my problem was I only saw what they used. I saw the grouping of them, but I didn't see what was on the screen. So when he picked up the Mortal Kombat 2 machine, I assume they all look like that. This like kind of flimsy, crappy thing, or the styrofoam breaking on Whack-A-Mole. I assumed they were all of a similar material. So that's interesting that they actually had real ones out there.
Yeah, there were some real ones. I just wish, yeah.
As a side note, thinking about it, when Chris Statlander appeared from the alien machine,
The claw
the claw
machine.
machine, sorry, yeah, she hit the glass or the thing. It went flying.
Yeah.
That was one of the best parts of the match to me from the
I
sheer
was
shock
worried.
value.
Who's that? Penelope Cruz?
Yeah, Penelope Ford.
Yeah, I was worried because I was just like, that would hurt. I thought maybe she got hit in the face, but that was actually the most exciting part. Like, that's when the match picked up for me, is her appearance.
Yeah.
Because I will say this, that Michinoku driver through the air hockey table was pretty great.
That was great.
That was a pretty cool looking.
She was one of my favorites at the start of AEW. It's a shame that she, got injured. I didn't expect her to be healed by now. I thought it would take another month or two or something. So super cool that she's back. I'm very excited to see that again. See her again.
And I'm glad that they're giving a woman a big surprise return.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they have a lot of these for the male superstars, and when a woman's back, it's just like, oh, we're expecting her back next week, but they treated her like a star,
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, that they treated her like a star in that moment.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's the issue that there's only one match a week on Dynamite, so there just aren't that many stars in the women's side. Like, Krista, they were building her to be a star before she got injured, so like it makes sense that she got that moment. It's more just frustrating. Like, just give them more time is what, and they're getting there. They're getting better every week, but
Yeah, I guess, Moet. But that's it. That's all. Do we have anything else to talk about? Is there any other things on this show?
Yeah, dude, we got Marco Stunt got a tattoo of an ape on his forearm.
Yeah, that was
Is that real? What the hell was that? Was that always there? Did I miss it?
I think it's new.
And his reasoning for it is so he can always remember to beat that ass.
Was that his? Yeah, I heard that.
I'm almost positive that's what he said.
That.
Yeah,
I didn't understand any of that.
He was hiding it. He was hiding it for the whole thing. They're gonna do a Godzilla vs Kong referenced match next week. Bear Country.
I'm pretty excited about
Express.
that. Honestly, like that's the match I've been waiting, because I've been really enjoying them on Dark. I felt like their last appearance on Dynamite was kind of lackluster because they didn't really get a chance to shine. Mm-hmm. Like, they were in that big tag with Jurassic Express where they threw Marco Stunt out of the ring, but because it was such a big tag, they got drowned out.
They also felt like a little like reckless in that match too. I mean, the way they even replayed it, like the way they threw Marco Stunt looked dangerous.
That looked bad.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I do like their vibe. I do. Yeah, I think they're very.
I'm
weird.
a big fan.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where they go. Yeah. But yeah, he was hiding the tattoo, and then he I don't remember how he revealed it, but it's a pretty cool tattoo. It just looks so weird on Marco Stunt. Where does it line up to you with neck tattoo, Cody?
Not at all. Not even close.
It doesn't even hit you?
Because neck tattoo Cody is terrible. It is so bad. Like, that you could hide. Or in all honesty, it's not even a bad hide. Like, it's a good looking tattoo on his forearm. He's just a weird guy. But Cody's neck tattoo is one of the worst tattoos I've ever seen in my life. That'll never come. You can't even hide it anymore. It's over.
Yeah, you're right.
With that blonde hair, it's just it's bad. It's real bad.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, I just need to hear you rag on that tattoo again. Yeah, you're right. It's a very cool. The gorilla or the ape is very, very cool.
Anyone at AEW could get any tattoo they want, and it would never, ever affect me the same way as Cody's neck tattoo.
That was, you had a visceral reaction to it. You
still?
Whenever you see it.
Still to this day. Every time I see it, I'm shocked.
Like, what?
It shakes me.
God,
it shakes me
wakes
to
you
the
up
core.
at night. God damn it.
But let's leave you with that. Let's leave you with that image of Cody's neck tattoo rocking you gently to sleep as we end this Woos and Watts of AEW Dynamite. This has been Loser Leaves Wrestling. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and on Twitter, and make sure to follow us at Loser Leaves Wrestling. Send some emails at loserleavespod@gmail.com so we could read those sweet letters and questions that Moet loves to answer. Moet, tell them how much you love to answer questions.
I need to know your questions so I can answer them. It gives me purpose in life. Please. I need it.
Give Moet purpose. Please, goodness, give Moet purpose. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Red Jefferson. I'm here with
Moet Jaswal.
Moet, if you were made out of any natural resource, what would you be made out of?
God damn it. Water and steel. Steel.
Steel.
Can I be Steel?
He's
Just
made out of
fully Steel? Yeah, like that X-Men
I don't
character.
know if it counts because Natural Resources says that we don't grow steel.
Oh, come on. Fine. I don't know. Corn.
Thank you all much, Moats Corn. Bye.